All right, so despite some technical difficulties, we did defeat Lakeberg on APOC 3 last week. So it's time for us to do some APOC 3 action on Glenwald and see how this goes. So without further ado, let us meet our initial heroes. There do seem to have been some performance issues that have been introduced with this new patch, so we'll see how that goes. But I love seeing a one-handed sword. I don't love seeing a wand, and I don't mind seeing a short bow. So this is not a bad setup. We don't have too disadvantageous disadvantageous a setup. I'm doing well, Robbie. Very well. Thank you for asking. Let's start with Durand here. Durand looks like he has quite the haircut. So Mithril Sword, we love to see it. Skill range is fantastic on swords. Trollblood Amulet is not worth hanging on to. The Worn Pants and the Worn Cloth Arbor, we're gonna look for upgrades for all of those for Durand. We should really see what he's got going on. He's got, hey, Rusty. I am doing well. I hope you are doing well also. Hey, Fat Oak. Welcome, welcome. So let's see. So we have critical power, opportunism, and isolation. Big on other characters. I'm not sure I'm super excited about Tactician on a sword character, so we may have to work around that. Expert seems good. Calm seems good. And it looks like we have the debuff and the poison trees. No harvester on Durand. That's a strike against him. Then next up we have Patience. Patience is a scholar, decent mana regen, healthy, and a bookworm. So not a lot of love or help there. I do like the medium armor here, so I'll probably swap those out. Those fur pants are decent. And then what did we have on the leather cap? Mana and block. We'll probably also reserve that for Durand. And then the Holy Ring. We're not going to be cleansing anything, so again, that trinket I think is a dead draw. And we are rocking defensive and stunning here for Patience. So I think that's not great, but we'll try and make it work. So, third, we have Laurentia. Laurentia is a messenger, strong and thin-skinned. Again, not exactly the perks we're hoping to see. We have another Worn Cloth armor here. We have some heavy greaves, so why don't we put the heavy greaves here, or excuse me, the fur pants here, and we'll put the heavy greaves on Durand. The elven boots, I just think belong on Durand, along with this. Actually, honestly, this is the better defensive helmet. So we will let's re-equip Durand. But let's see what Laurentia has going on. We don't love her perks. She does have Harvester. I forgot to check that on Patience. Patience also has Harvester. So we love seeing the additional Patiences. Excuse me, the additional harvesters. Oh yeah, does Durand have Fatality? All right, that's something. And then Laurentia is rocking Defensive and Assassination. Decent. I would say this is a medium draw. So for the time being, I'm gonna put our defensive character here. I really don't like Laurentia's starting weapon. Other than that, though, I think we're in relatively good shape. And I guess since we could have runners, I should probably be a little more conservative. But let's get into night one, see what it's all about. Runners? No, never. I can't even imagine a world in which we would have runners. See, that does not guarantee the kill. That doesn't guarantee the kill either. So let's do that, and then we're gonna have to do a bit of a retreat here, unfortunately. So I don't think we're gonna have to use all of our points up. because I really don't want to get caught flat-footed here. Well, we can use our points up getting rid of the sensor. That's a good compromise. 5%, you say? Dang, that's rough and tumble. I'm trying to get that other runner. Looks like we're not going to be able to, at least not without scooching forward. The music for this is awesome, I agree. Again, we're not getting it. That is about as good as it gets, so I'm gonna spend on that. All right, let's bring our wand friend out and see what we can do here. Let me know if the levels are a little too high. I'm using these earbuds instead of the normal headphones that I'm used to using. Wow, you run out so darn fast. And that wasn't very satisfying either. Let's see. Well, we will get them next time. And I'm going to put the last shot here just because there's no armor regen to have to deal with. All right. And then who still has actions? Durand, you still have one action? All right. We'll do better in the future. So my immediate like knee-jerk reaction here is let's hit you with one of these, then we can get those 3, and then work our way back over. I don't love where I left us, so we may come over and do a transfer over there, but the you love to see the rain of arrows landing with such consistency. I think I can move up like this. That was 2 very unlikely outcomes there. I want the record to show. Jeez. Those hey Giant Dad, how's it going? Welcome to the stream. We're dealing with some RNG issues at the moment. We just had some very unlikely dodges occur. If I step to here, can I get you? All right, let's do that. We'll get the transfer going. I want to reposition slightly with Durand. I'm a little nervous about it. And then, is this a safe place to retreat to? Yeah, as long as we kill this unit as part of our retreat, I think we're good. Whoops, don't retreat to there. So yeah, so if we get you out of the way, this is now a safe place to return to, which I think means we can probably magic missile, and I think trying to take out those 2 and then focusing down one of these is probably the best outcome. But as per usual, we're spending resources that we don't have a huge abundance of to make this work. The first night, there's a lot of RNG on Glenwald because there's just a lot of baddies, as is evident here. Let's see, that's pretty good. Let's do that. These 5% are absolutely gonna make me lose my mind. How much mana regen do we have? We're gonna have Harvester proccing next time, but tomorrow night's gonna be rough if we're not careful. Right now we're just at break even. But if we get this kill here, or the dodge, right? You know, we could just get the dodge. You love to see that. Well, what can you do? Let's focus on more runners, as is tradition. But that was, whew. How far are you going right now? Okay, I don't think we're not too worried about you, but that's not a kill? Jeez. So I think I'm going to do a bit of a 2 hits here. Hop over you. What is going on with the dodges? That was another 5%. Are you absolutely out of your mind? Let's move over here, get this guy. The breakpoints are comical at the moment. Let's see. Hey, Jacob! You have missed the most incredible string of bad breakpoints. I'm doing well, minus the absolute cruelty of this game. Let's see, we only have one of these left, so let's just soften you up. And then, do you have any targets? I could do 2 transfers here, and I think I will. We can probably take out that armored guy, but that's about all we're gonna get, I think. Okay, we did get it, and then you have 1 action left. All right, this next turn is going to be a little spicy, especially if we keep having insane dodges. I forgot how much Glenwald is unpleasant. Thank you, game. Yeah, so I think we just have to keep going. Where's our best target? That's pretty good. It doesn't deal with anything close. Oh, so I don't remember if it was you who suggested Arcanium, but I have had it on my radar and been rather interested by it. Tell me a bit more about it, because I'm so uneducated about it. Let's see. So if I step to here, can I hop that yet? No, I can't. I probably have to do some work in the middle here. And then I'll plug this hole so things have less ways to get through, but this is, so we need to take out these runners. In fact, we need to do a bunch of work over here, I feel like. Oh my gosh. This runner is in such an inconvenient location, isn't it? It was you? Okay. I don't remember the short and long of it, so I think as I go by here, I'm gonna take out these 2. And then I'm going to come over here and delete these guys. And soften this guy up. Now, if we move you over to here, we can at least transfer twice. Or can we only transfer once? Oh, we can only transfer once. Okay. Well, we'll go for that. 2 off lethal. The breakpoints they keep on giving. All right. Really, Giant Dad. I think the longsword is like S tier. Personally, I'm surprised to hear you say that. I'm always open and interested in hearing other people's perspectives, but like for me, the longsword just it provides so much mobility later in the game that it's just irreplaceable from my perspective. And the fact that you have like some momentum on it just makes it that much nicer, I feel like. Okay, so that's a good one. We're spending money, we'll eventually recoup, but I don't mind a little bit of grinding. Hopefully I've proven that. Oh, is that really not going to be a one-shot? All right, let's do that. I'm going to power shot you. Then we'll get that going. The dodges are insane right now. And then I'm going to go over to here, and I think just I'm going to hunker down. We should only have attacks on 2 sides, so that should be reasonable. But, man, our action points have not held up quite as much as I necessarily would hope them to. That was a good hit. Who's coming in? You're coming in? All right, we may do a transfer. We'll see. But we're getting to the point where I just feel like we need to just spend. Wow, that wand is not even getting us a kill on an injured unit. Jacob, I'm definitely gonna have to take another look at it. I think it's on my suggested games list on my Discord, but that's where I try to keep track of all things that should be on my radar. All right, we'll grab that, and then I think we just soften one of these guys up. Okay, not great. Oh yeah, Grimrot. It definitely is. And there's so much depth to the characters. Like I can't sing its praises highly enough. All right, let's see. So I'm gonna give you 1, 2 for you, and see if we can knock that guy out. Didn't get him. All right, that's okay. Okay, we get those 2. That's a good place to be. Get rid of you. Then I think I'm going to come up here and use 2 shots to zero this guy out so that I can use another 3 for there. And then this is all our movement. I need to think on that one. The Druid Staff is up there for me. That's a very highly ranked one. I really like the Hammer, though, I will say. I think the Hammer is pretty exceptional. We have 4 actions. So here's what I'm thinking. I'm thinking we step here. We get you dead. We get you dead. And then I think we just move back here, and maybe we even pull a few back with us. That could be an acceptable outcome. I think it's going to be 1, 2, 1, 2. But yeah, I will say the sword is not my number 1 choice when it comes to, this one's going to cause some panic. Is there any way we can get around that? Maybe we can. Yeah, we're potentially gonna take 2 hits over here, but we're basically tapped out. And we may even take a hit there, and then over here, nothing to do but armor up. All right, let's see how merciful the game is. The game is pretty merciful, but this is getting a little dicey. Okay, I'm gonna ignore this guy, I think. We can skip over you. I'm trying to think, is there an easy way for me to get into this position? If we take out this runner... I don't know that we can. Yeah, I think going back this way is the best plan. Can you please, with these dodges, like... I know we put the pants on, which have a minor accuracy penalty, but holy cow, are we getting absolutely wrecked on accuracy. Okay, are we getting one of these? Doesn't look like it. If we move over to here, we can drop one of these. I mean, in my experience, when it comes to the first night of Glenwald, there is the walls are there to be used, and if you're not using them, you're absolutely doing something right that I'm not doing right. Let's see. So Who's causing panic here? You're not, you're not. Okay, so over here we're good. These two probably need to be... Drop 2 on you and 1 on you, I guess. The breakpoints, though, when someone is left at 1 hit point, the sting is palpable. I will tell you that. We have used all of our mana. That's a very, very bad sign for what is to come. How in the world did we even do that? Jeez. That's gutting. What do you even have left? You have 1 left? Alright, I guess we will transfer here. We can at least try and take this guy out. Move back, like so, and then that's all she wrote. But, yeah, I'm concerned about our mana. Seriously, seriously concerned. Can we just get you with a regular shot? All right, let's gamble, because that saves us a close range shot for this splitter who is taking their sweet time dying. I would agree with that, though, Giant Dad. You will get no arguments out of me that the wand is an unfortunate weapon in the best of circumstances. It is. I'm going to do everything within my power to replace that as soon as possible, but unfortunately, you don't get to choose your starting weapons. As a side note, that is the topic of my... What do you have for... You have nothing left in the tank. Alright, we'll put them here. One-handed hammer is also rough, Jeff, for sure. I think I would take a one-handed hammer over a... over a wand most days, but this guy's going to destroy my wall, isn't he? What an absolute monster. It's a little late to be checking kill counts, but let's just take a quick look. Durand is at 42, 57 for Patience, and Lorenta with the wand is proving how bad wands are. But yeah, I think there's certain combinations that are great. I think the dagger is fantastic and pairs super well with the sword. I also am a huge fan of the two-handed sledgehammer. Druid staff is exceptionally good. Hand crossbow is busted good, but it kind of makes me not happy with how good it is. Axe I like. Axe I don't love, though. Axe needs a little something. Oh man, and then we're immediately getting it from two sides with some bad sensor placement. All right, game. I see you. Let's see. But yeah, so I prefer the small axe over the large axe, interestingly. I really... Whoa, woof. Tome of Secrets +2, though, is quite nice. It's probably going to be called Tome of Secrets +2. Yeah, I think we could do worse. And as long as we're picking up a weapon from the first night, I think we're in relatively good shape. So I've never felt the benefit particularly strongly of going with like a versatility style build like you're suggesting, Giant Dad. So let's see. So our standard build is worker, and then grab this one. Now, am I going to go... How greedy am I going? I think I'm going pretty greedy. So we'll get that one. And then I usually stop at 8 workers. And then the question becomes, how much work can we get done on a gold mine while also making sure that everybody has 2 weapons? So Mithril Hand Crossbow is a good start. I really don't like that it's not a level 1, though. We're not going to be buying any of these legendaries, no matter how snazzy they are. I like the Druid Staff here. We already picked up... Actually, remind me, does Lorenta... Lorenta was... Her perks were not great. Yeah, we're going to have a hard time making a Druid Staff work well on her. And we already have a second weapon for her. So I think we need to call her good enough. The wand, for the time being, will cover things. Both of these are trash. Yeah, both of these are trash. So we'll sell those, and then... Speaking of... We have a great axe, which I like for mobility, but we already have the sword for mobility. So I don't know that I love that plan. But picking up a rusty axe also feels pretty profoundly awful. The mithril hand crossbow, I think, is a must lock, even though it's low level. We just need that. We could have gone with the longbow, but I think this is the better buy for the long term. I probably should have checked to see if Patience has any of the requisite goodies. I'm not seeing Initiator. That hurts. We do have Volatile. That's pretty good. So we'll have to pick up some multi-hit to make that work, but I think it's still a decent investment. The blue hand crossbow, I didn't look at it, but I don't think... Yeah, I don't care about accuracy. And I don't want to spend money. Zephyr, my favorite weapon type, I'm very fond of the two-handed hammers, especially if you start to get the range up on them. And I also really like daggers, and I really like the one-handed sword. I think all of those are pretty exceptional and fun weapons to use. Okay, so the reason I think it's going to be the rusty axe, and I hate to do it because it's so unupgraded, but let's see how much money we have after getting a gold mine started. The answer is none. We're going to do it anyways. I think we have to do that, and then I think we have to sell helmets to get ourselves back up to just the 10 gold mark to be able to buy the rusty axe. The great axe is too expensive at 20 gold. I don't think we can make that work. So this is 5 gold. We need your helmet is garbage as well. All right. 5 and 10, that gets us to 13. That gets us going, but getting that gold mine started is really critical. So, hate to do it. It's a very uninspired weapon choice, but we just have a problem where our actions aren't going to get... we're not going to get good action economy out of the actions that we have. Now, we have level up still to do. This sensor set is really bothering me, and I think we're going to put you kind of over here. Maybe try and one round this sensor, which shouldn't be too terribly hard. Oh, Nero, thanks. Or Neroth with X's before and after your name. Thank you so much for the follow. Welcome to the stream. Okay, so level ups. Let's do them. Blue movement is almost impossible to say no to, especially on a melee character. Take the physical damage, and I'm really looking for some accuracy. Thank you. My goal is usually to get between 20 and 30 accuracy, so if nothing else is jumping out at me, I'll roll this once, though. Filled with regret instantly. Were you a harvester? You're not. So daily mana regen isn't terrible to take. So we'll go with that. Not blowing my mind or anything like that. I think we'll pick up Fatality. Ooh, no Vampirism over here, unfortunately. You like to get up to 150% accuracy. That's an interesting threshold, Jeff, that I have not played with actually before. I never really value XP particularly highly. I think nimbleness is probably our next pickup, unless we're not really building for spiky counter to be that strong. We had an amazing run with spiky counter, but I unfortunately don't think that's this run. Among other things, you have to really get your dodge down to 0 to make spiky counter work. So we'll do that. Allows us to get moving even a little more. Next is Patience, our ranged character. We'll take some crit. Dagger, primary, hand crossbow off. With all the multi-hit propagation. Yeah, I can imagine that being insane, Giant Dad. We've had some runs like it, although generally I find that if you're rocking a hand crossbow and you're building for it properly, you're gonna... Well, in this case, I will take the XP. You're gonna pretty much zero everything out with your hand crossbow, so I'm not sure that too much more is needed. Let's see. That was a bit of a bust. Harvester is an instant lock anytime I see it. Defensive, we played around a bit with defensive training last time. I didn't feel the impact of it. I'll go glass cannon. We need to get our damage up, and if patience has taken hits, it means I've done something particularly dumb. I'll take the magic damage. 10 movement, I think, is good enough that I'll roll a little bit here. Get some crit going. Get accuracy. We didn't pick up any accuracy on patience, I'm pretty sure. You have Harvester. So this night is going to be rough for mana, but then Lorenta should bounce back, and we shouldn't need to pick up any daily mana regen. Well, but if you're going to force me, I guess I will take it. We'll grab Harvester, and then at the moment, gosh, Magic Fuel is so underwhelming. Your damage is increased by 30% of your current... Like, we're at half mana, and we're only getting 4% off that. It's pretty underwhelming. We'll go First Blood. Okay. We've spent our money, so now we're faced with the particularly difficult question of, do we build catapults, given that there's been some... We've had some bugs with catapults. I'm tempted to still build some, because I think at this difficulty level, we probably can't get by without them. So I think we just have to. So I'm going to put down one here and one here, but I'm very concerned that that's going to be our undoing, and we're going to end up having to, we're going to end up getting soft locked. So we will see. But yeah, so that's my idea of a good turn one, I think. I think we'll be relatively okay. Lorenta is going to be kind of our floater. We're sort of hoping that Patience can handle things on her own, but we'll move Lorenta in the direction that she needs to be. It is the difference in your max mana and your total mana, right? So damage is increased by 30% of the hero's current mana. Right, so it goes down over time. I see. Yeah, I did misread that. You're right. All right. Well, let's get this party started. Yeah, we're gonna pool our resources there. I think we're okay over here, and let's just hope that we don't get another round of runners. Okay, looks like we dodged the runner thing. Although, and also, this is pretty advantageous, kind of like structurally for us, I think. Don't love that we're going to have... Can I move in a way that I can get a shot at this guy? Doesn't look like it. I'm going to step forward once, blow you up. Yeah, and then I think that's all we're getting, except for being able to take out the sensor. Yeah, that's a little unfortunate, but we can move up to here and see what work we can get done. I've never really done large mana pool builds. Oh my gosh, can you please with these breakpoints, game? It's kind of insane to me how many times we have had one-offs on this. All right, we'll do that. And then let's see, what's the best way to get from point A to point B? Given that we're going to have to do this anyways, I think I'm going to come in from the side here, put in a little bit of damage there. Wow, that didn't activate Fatality. That feels terrible. And then that's not enough to do anything. And then I need to kind of do a bit of retreating over here. Can't go too hard. We don't have much for defensive stats. Yeah, and then you're just kind of stuck here. Are you taking a hit? Looks like you're not taking a hit. Yes, Cheer and Berserk both do help with breakpoints. Although just having better weapons also helps with breakpoints. We've had a bit of bad luck with the breakpoints. So if I move another step forward, I'm going to take a hit. So I think that's the end of the turn. The Tome's debuff skill. Let me take a look at it, because I generally don't particularly like it. Minus damage, minus resistance. For 2 AP, it feels really punishing to have to use that. I don't know. Maybe that's just me, but like that feels very expensive. Now Fatality never disappoints. That much is for certain. Let's see. I'll put you down, and then I think if I move to here, I think I can switch over to this one and soften up another miss sensor. Yeah, I could see it having some value in that particular case. Let's see. So we're going to start with this guy. If I can finish off with the wand, I will. Okay, it's a question mark either way, so we'll just roll the dice. I'm eyeing a lightning bolt just because there's such a nice cluster here. Yeah, I think so. Yep. And then we just have to spend a few actions to clean those up. Once we get her moved a little bit further over, things will get a little more manageable. Blow this guy up, and then I don't think there's any world in which we don't get this kill, so I'll just do this. Now, this is actually safe. Oh, I'm out of range. I was gonna say maybe we could get the hand crossbow to do some work, but I think I'm gonna come up around and double up in here. Now let's see, who still has an action? It's just you. All right. Can't help but feel like there are plenty of baddies up in this piece. All right, let's get rid of you. Now, I'm gonna step to here, and then we'll use the axe to get those kills. This miss sensor I haven't hit. So if I move to here, yes, shyness. I refer to it as gardening generally, but yeah, you and I are aligned on the value of that. Now, I think I'm gonna have to step out and start working on this elite claw. 600 hit points is nothing to sneeze at. They made a change so that there is propagation under this. So I think I'm going to do this just because it'll soften up a lot of them and maybe get us to the point where we can take this guy out. Although that's starting to feel a lot less likely. My plan right now is we finish this off with Laurentia, and then we retreat her and have you come around and work on the rest. But before we do that, let's take advantage of the fact that we have some hand... That was the wrong key. Don't talk to me about that. I'm just going to slow these two up. Slow these up so we have a little bit more time to work. And then I'm going to use arrows on these two guys, at least initially, because they are not dodgeable. And, oh yeah, I knew I was going to get dodged, apparently. All right, good enough. then I'm still trying to decide what to do with the last 3 actions over here. There's not a lot of great options. If we move to here, there's a nice axe boomerang to be had. Maybe we do that. Oof, that is underwhelming. Hey, gal regretting, how's it going? Okay, that's not worth the movement point investment. So I think I'm just gonna... Wait, where's my... There we go. So I'm just gonna soften folks up, and we have enough movement to retreat, so I will just do that. And this little cluster here is gonna become the new problem cluster. How is your day going? Let's see. Now, we're deep in it. I think it's... I think we just do something like that, and then the momentum isn't quite there yet. All right, I'll work on this guy. Okay. Was it great? No, probably not. Would not refer to that as great, but it was okay at least. And then that's only missing 1. And I like that I can use the vision granted there to do that. There's a real temptation for a blaze here, but I feel like I'm spending mana I don't necessarily have to spend. It is low. It's not quite where you need it to be, although, you know, any amount of momentum is good momentum, I feel like, because as a melee, you end up moving around a lot. That's pretty good, I think. Secure some kills. And then I'm going to have Laurentia come over here and just try and conserve some mana while building up some mana regen from Harvester. So yes, Zephyr, the new update, I would say, makes crafting substantially more impactful. It feels really good and really exciting to build stuff now because the level of upgrades is just quite substantial. Like you're making a single investment and it feels really good. All right, let's see. Let's start with, I think, this. Just because I need to get all these fools roasted, because I can give some love here. Although, did this have... I have put some damage into this mist sensor. But these guys are just not getting sorted out any other way. So... Alright, and I don't think I'm getting much... I don't think I'm getting much more. So let's just tuck me in the corner. And then... It's probably almost catapult time. In fact... Just because I want to see what's going on, and I think over here is in reasonably good shape. Let's start with that so we can really get our catapult well established. Now I'm gonna try my hardest not to get kills with the catapult, because that's going to hurt us in the long run in terms of XP game. So the Scepter is incredible. Like, I think if you build for the Scepter properly, the Scepter is amazing. So, you know, no shade towards the Scepter. I've had some completely insane runs with the Scepter, to be sure. Now, let's see. Are we gonna... I'm looking to see if we have anything that looks... That's missing 2. That's decent. The dodges are real, though. We're gonna need a little bit of love over here in a second, but... Pistol's one where I haven't found a lot of, viability in the pistol, honestly. Which is not to say that I think you're wrong. Like, I think one of the beauties of this game is that everyone that I talk to has their own experiences around, you know, like what works, what's good. And I kind of love that, honestly. Let's see. Let's just do that. Ooh, that was bad. I didn't realize these two were connected. That was unfortunate. That was my own bad play. This isn't going to get a lot of other opportunity to shine. So I'm just going to soften these up. And then... I know hitting into dodgy things with the hand crossbow is ill-advised, but what are you going to do? Alright, so over here, that's not a kill. You can't do half of this guy's damage, or half of this guy's hit points and damage. Laurentia, my apple of my eye, you are struggling. I'm gonna sneak around here and see if I can bop this guy. The rest of those, I think I'm gonna have to do with our sword boy, who as a side note is demonstrating why I think the sword is so valuable. There's just so much capacity for moving around the battlefield. And then I'm going to move over here because I think this is going to need a little bit of attention. And then that's another good soften up to make Laurentia a little more likely to be effective. And yeah, unfortunately we didn't get to fully utilize Durand, but we'll get around to it. We're getting there. We're working on it. Okay, so... The key here, why I'm trying to get so many kills on Laurentia, is I'm trying to get her back into a good place mana-wise. So the more actions that I can use that secure kills, the better off we are. Because the moment she's already regenning 24, we don't need that much more to get her operational. All right, we're out of the good stuff. I think I'll leave myself here and just brace up. Now over here, I'm once again making the mistake of using the hand crossbow on dodgy enemies, but we soften them up with the appropriately with the catapult. I know I'm at the like far end of my vision, and I shouldn't be expecting those shots to hit, but what can you do? And then next turn that will be a decent catapult shot. Okay. Goodbye. 20 mana. We really want 20 mana, but you guys aren't moving that far. So I may just slow you down. Once upon a time, in a land far, far away, the hand crossbow snared regardless of whether it hit or not. Now I realize we're losing a couple kills there, but I think it's okay. That was awesome. When a dodge could be converted into a snare anyways, that was a truly beautiful time to be alive. It has sadly been fixed since, but where were these one-shot kills all previous game? It's not that expensive to get over there, and then the momentum should carry that to a kill. Yeah, Durand is doing work. An absolute beast. And then how much movement do you have? I'm tempted to like run over with fatality. Maybe I will. Okay, fine. Game. If that's how you want to play that one, I'm down. All right. that was lovely. Now, I suspect, okay, so you're currently regenning 26 of 32. That's great. You are currently at 22 of 44. So, yeah, we want to get some more kills with patience here. Are we going to get her 2 more kills? Or 3 more kills? No. So we're done with her. We need 2 kills for Laurentia, so let's do her. We can eke out 1 more mana. Where were all these crits before, I tell ya? Alright. Yeah, and we're going to call that good enough. Harvester is too good. It's almost annoying to me how good Harvester is. Okay, so it is time to seer, in my humble opinion. Really, we're too broke to seer? I mean, if we do that, we can get to it. I'm always shocked by how much the seer costs. But there is nothing better than giving us breathing room. Like, just can't consider any alternative. Now, this is a reroll, guaranteed. Steel crossbow, steel great axe 2, or rusty great axe. We may be going steel great axe. But we didn't pick up any accuracy on patience, so I'm conflicted is all I will say on that front. We're gonna come back to that, but patience is already in a relatively good place. Unless we want to abandon hand crossbow, which I think is a little tricky. The shop, what is the shop offering up? Upgrade the seer. Hold on a second. What? Guess who? Is that the upgrade you're referring to, Giant? I like never bother with that. Unlock guess who? Reveal the full list of enemies. I don't think that's that interesting. Yeah, is there another upgrade that I'm missing out on? Because I have never gotten any of the upgrades on the seer, and I don't think guess who is worth spending 2 workers on almost ever. Okay, so we have 1 worker left. That's going to go into the gold mine for a little more cashola. And then we're really deciding between the steel great axe, which I think would be very strong for us. The tier 3 upgrade. Hold on a second. This may be new information. Are you saying that when you upgrade Guess Who, you get something else after it? This is like literally I am not joking. I had no idea that there were more upgrades. Please tell me what the tier 3 upgrade is. I have beaten Apocalypse 5 on all of the maps without without ever upgrading the seer. If I've been missing out on something, that's gonna be extremely painful. So let's see. What are we looking at here? We don't want a scepter, nor a power staff. Focus ring, eh. Lucky turtle charm, eh. Not seeing much of anything here. The steel sledge is also interesting to me. But I think we're gonna go with the power staff. Focus ring, eh. Lucky turtle charm, eh. Not seeing much of anything here. The steel sledge is also interesting to me. But I think we're gonna go with the power staff. Focus ring, eh. Not seeing much of anything here. The steel sledge is also interesting to me. But I think we're gonna go with the power staff. but I'm probably going to have to roll the shop once looking for a better caster weapon. We could also go for the production, which is quite nice, because I think we've done everything we need to do. So let's... The steel axe, the rusty axe was almost completely trash. So let's grab this. Oh, wow. I mean, both of those are very impactful, Giant. That's something that this is very exciting news to me. I hate all of the stats on this steel axe except for the damage. But let's grab it anyways, just because I think that the rusty axe that we currently have on Durand is already seeing its breakpoints be not even in fatality range. And I'm going to roll this once, looking for a caster weapon. I would take a magic orb +1. That's an option that we could pick up. I would have picked up that mithril axe +2, I will say, but we'll grab that, and then the question becomes, can we still eke out the... I think Isolated is very strong on Glenwald. We need 3 more gold. I mean, I think potions, Zephyr, is the best way to utilize healing received. These armored boots, they are relatively good. I think the worn pants are getting sold. The worn pants are getting sold so that we can get the gold mine leveled up, so that we get our economy churning a little more. I think I'm probably just going to build one more catapult. Like, I don't want to put it this far back, but I really don't want the wall. Putting catapults directly up against your walls, it comes back to haunt you in the worst possible ways. So as much as I hate to do it, maybe we just put one here and then put another one over here. Sure. We'll do something like that. That's a little more pricey than I would have hoped to have, but it'll work. The seer is life from my perspective, Giant. Especially once you get to Apocalypse 5 and all of the mobs have additional movement. It's just so valuable. Okay, what else are we working with here? We could pick up a big momentum bump. As was mentioned before, the momentum increase on the sword is pretty underwhelming, but I mean, 10% more damage on that attack. I'm planning to keep the sword around for its mobility. But what's your accuracy at? What have we gotten for accuracy so far? You're only at 6%. I think we need to roll for accuracy. Well, 10% resistance reduction has a very similar impact. Stacking catapults at the corner is interesting. I kind of just I usually just ring my base with them. That's been my... This is 38 armor. That's been my approach historically. I don't think Third Eye is that useful. Stunning could have some space. Quick reload, Sheer really requires you to be on a side with someone else, which we can't always guarantee. That ends up being a wasted stat sometimes. I think it is much easier to make spiky counter work late game than it used to be, but I think for now, I think it's coagulation just to get our survivability up a bit. But I don't like any of those options particularly. We'll just take more crit. Cheer is only good on casters. Hello? Game? That was just a whole lot of nothing right there. All right, there's the accuracy. Cheer is only good on casters. Allows buff. I don't know. I think it's good on almost anyone that you think is weak enough that they're going to be on a side with someone else, right? If they're going to be on a side with someone else, I think they're in good shape. I like steady aim here, and I like nimbleness. I think I like nimbleness. Our movement is looking a little lackluster. Shorter weapons is bad for business. Runic Gift in the future will be good, but I'm not going to pick it up now. I think Lone Wolf is going to be the play because we keep getting our attention split. And now Laurentia, your mana's almost full. That's kind of actually insane to me. I didn't think we had quite made it that far. Take the XP just because I don't want to get stuck. Third Eye, pretty tempting here. Yeah, I think Third Eye. It's between that and cherry picking in my eyes, I think. But we'll grab Third Eye, gives us some flexibility. So Laurentia continues to be our person who's going to float between. Lone Wolf is the perfect perk for Durand. I don't know. I think ranged characters have a much easier time consistently staying away from everyone else. That's my thinking on it, but I can see the value of Durand going deep, guaranteeing that he's going to be in good shape. But I think we're ready to rock and roll here. Let's see. I'm going to put Durand here because I expect first action is going to be a dash over this sensor. And I love that we have no sensors on the northeast side, so I think that's good.